here's something interesting. So the Earth is a magnetic dipole. This means that the Earth is held together by two equal and opposite charges, i.e., the North and the South Pole. In any magnetic dipole, we refer to these charges and think of them as being positive and negative. Just like in your bar magnets or in a battery, there's a positive and a negative pole. Okay, so with any magnetic dipole in this closed circuit of electricity, there is a limit to the time, the duration that electric current can run. There is a limiting factor within our 3D realm. There is always going to be a limit to how long that circuit can run. So just like with any electric current, this is actually correlated with that you find that threshold when you examine the rate of acceleration of that electric current. So with any electric current, here's the simple version. It goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it finally busts, until there's a breaking point. You hit the threshold of a singularity, at which point the North and the South Pole, the positive and the negative charge have mutually come to a standstill of the circuit that was keeping them together. So at this point, that means that the poles lose their positive and negative charge and effectively become one for a moment, which is called a monopole moment. And the ionosphere, instead of being in a torus shape, it moves to a spherical shape, pulled outward. Okay, so putting that aside, did you hear me say that the Earth is a dipole? And did you hear me say that with any dipole, that means that there's an electric current that is going faster and faster and faster and faster until it breaks? There's a point of acceleration at which it goes more rapidly and more rapidly, i.e., the electric current of the Earth gets faster and faster and hotter and hotter and hotter. So there's actually a pretty good reason as to why we might expect our ionosphere to have been getting hot. Something to consider. And so then, you know, when people are talking about raising your vibration and how you should be doing this, and people are referring to the Great Ascension, this is just another way of talking about that acceleration of the Earth's electric circuitry. And so, as above, so below, in correspondence with the Earth's vibration, you yourself have been increasing in your vibration over time in correspondence with the Earth. So, when we're saying raise your vibration, that basically means the Earth is going pretty fast in its accelerated raising of its vibrations, and you might want to keep up because it's making you feel crappy to not be keeping up with where the Earth is. Disconnect from the matrix, get on the acceleration ramp. Hop timelines with me. Oh, and by the way, this does not mean that you are suddenly going to cease to exist. In fact, you are a fully infinite, unlimited being. What this does mean is that if you found this video, you are going to ascend. You are going to ascend with the Earth. You're going to do it. You're already in there. You're already on the right track. So just have faith in your process. Do your shadow work. Look into that, especially if you're a physics person. This is what the spirituality woo-woo people have been talking about because they meditate, because they are still entangled very strongly with the ionosphere of our planet. Listen to the spiritual people. Raise your vibrations. They can teach you. Do Kundalini yoga. Learn with me.